Tulsa. Let's go, boys. 7 on.
My name is Lewis Hatchett, and I think I have something for all of you Bob Wills fans out there that you have probably never heard before. Now, many of you have all heard Bob Wills MGM recordings, which ended in 1954, and you've heard the two rather lackluster Deca albums that came out in 1955 and 1956. And you've probably heard his 1960 and 1961 Liberty recordings with Tommy Duncan, who returned to join the band for a couple of years. But what about that gap between 1956 and 1960? Well, I'm going to let you hear some of those hidden songs. I have restored the original 1958 KVOO radio broadcasts that were recorded live at Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys left Tulsa in 1942. They were given the opportunity to make movies in Hollywood, California. So Bob arranged for his brother, Johnny Lee Wills, to take over the band, and he did the daily radio broadcasts there for the next 17 years. Johnny Lee Wills had been performing with Bob for years, playing rhythm banjo with the band. So he knew how to manage the band, and he agreed to take over the Texas Playboys so Bob and the rest of them could go out there to Hollywood, California. Now, after World War II ended, Bob would move from one city to another. Now, he was in Fresno, California for a while during the mid-1940s, and then he moved down to Texas around Amarillo for a few years. Bob was always looking for a permanent base of operations, but never finding it. However, in January 1958, Bob returned to his old stomping grounds in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where he and the Texas Playboys first found a semi-permanent home in February 1934. It was there, in Tulsa, that the band played their daily noontime radio broadcast on KVOO, broadcasting live downtown at Kane's Ballroom. At the beginning of every KVOO radio broadcast, the announcer introduced the band as Johnny Wills and the Boys from Oklahoma. Now, I have digitally remastered these rare KVOO radio broadcast recordings from 1958 and included them in my YouTube channel, Exploring the Past with Lewis Hatchett. Now, have a listen. If you're not familiar with Bob and Johnny Wills, after a few minutes you will understand why Texans and Okies and all of America love Bob and his brothers. Thanks for watching my video. Click on the button below here and go to my website, www.exploringthepast.net.